Hey, what's going on, guys? Shane here with my buddy Ricardo.
Hey guys, how you doing?
So I've been teaching Ricardo for the last couple of months and we're working on how to fight a southpaw. So we decided to film this video and show you how to shut down the southpaw's jab. Let's take a look at the first way. Okay, I'll be the southpaw fighter. Ricardo is the orthodox fighter, meaning his left hand, left foot is in the lead. And right now we're in what we call an open stance, meaning if I come to here, our shoulders are going to touch. A closed stance would be if we're both orthodox or both southpaw, our chests are going to come together, okay? So the first thing that a southpaw is going to be taught, or the first thing that you're going to be taught if you're fighting a southpaw, is keep your lead foot on the outside. So if you can see here, we're both standing on this line. What the southpaw fighter is going to be trying to do is get the lead foot on the outside. I'm trying to get to his backside. Well, at the same time, Ricardo, the orthodox fighter, is going to be trying to get his lead foot to the outside. He's trying to get to my backside. But the other most important point of this is making sure that you have your hand on the outside too. You want to have nice hand control. So you'll see this a lot of times where they're pawing at each other like this. And what this is doing is nullifying the jab, right? If he tries to throw a jab and my hand's right here, I'm already parrying it. You know, I'm stopping him from throwing that punch completely. So you're going to see this battle where they're circling, they're trying to get the hand on the outside, and they're both doing this. If he can get his hand to the outside, then he's just going to shoot that jab right over top, and he's going to catch me with it, okay? But if I'm really fighting for it, and I'm getting on the outside, then what he can do is if I'm giving him this opening here, I'm going outside, you can see that part of my face is open. So if I'm really fighting for it, he's just going to shoot that jab in, boom, okay? And look, his foot's on the inside right here. I gave it to him. I gave him that dominant angle by really opening up my guard here, okay? So it's not always necessarily that you have to keep the foot on the outside. It is a good rule of thumb, especially for point number 2. So when I throw my jab, Ricardo's just going to slip his head out to the left. So let's just do that. Don't even throw a punch yet. Just slip your head, boom. So he's just getting to the outside of my punch like we always do. But he's going to simultaneously throw a right hand now. So he's either going to throw it to the body, so let's demonstrate that. Boom, and look at his lead foot. Now it's on the outside. He's got this nice dominant angle, and he's throwing that cross to the body, right? So I'm eating a punch when I throw a punch. Or he can just take his head off the center line and throw his cross to the head. I step in, boom, and I'm running into his right hand now. Okay, so the southpaw, they talk about how their left straight is their most powerful punch that you need to look out for. It's the same exact thing. It's just their cross. It's just the reverse punch. So his right hand is going to be the best punch if he gets that dominant angle, and it's going to be my left if I get this dominant angle. I can go to the head, I can go to the body. So again, it's just playing that game of chess and understanding what they're going for and just being 2 steps ahead. All right, and then the last point that we're going to talk about here is getting the foot on the inside. And what Ricardo's going to do is kind of juke as if he's throwing a punch when I throw my jab. So he's going to slip to the inside now. So I throw my jab, he jukes in, and yeah, and then he rotates, he takes that step, he creates this angle this way, and if he hits me here, I mean, this is like a 90-degree angle. I'm on my heels, I'm in a really bad spot, and he's got that beautiful right hand right down the center. So let's break down what he did slow here. So when I throw my jab, he's getting his head off the center line as he steps his lead foot in. Boom. So he evades that punch, and he's starting to get this nice angle here. Now as he rotates and the right foot touches the ground, that's when he drills that punch right down the center. Boom. Okay, the best way to get this to happen is when he slips in, you want to sell it as if he's going to throw that punch. So what I want Ricardo to try to get me to do is to flinch. So if I throw my jab and then he jukes as if he's throwing a punch, I'm going to do this. I'm going to hesitate for a second, and that's how he gets that angle and is able to fire off that right hand down the center. Alright guys, thanks for watching. So remember, there is no southpaw advantage. You guys are just mirrored when you're in that open stance. The southpaw advantage is knowing that there's more right-handed people in the world and less left-handed people, meaning that there's more orthodox fighters than there are southpaw fighters. So the southpaws have more practice sparring against orthodox fighters. So that's where the advantage comes from. But the angles, everything else is still exactly the same. Guys, be sure to check out, do you want me to share your Instagram?
Yeah.
Instagram's in the description below then. Check it out, give this man a follow. Until then, I'm Shane.
I'm Ricardo.
Fight tips for the underdogs.